Greetings to you, strange soul. You carry a light that doesn't belong to the Sagramor's realm. You're not from here, are you? I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolution, at least not yet. May be my only solace in this vale of tears. The fungus helps me keep my senses, attuning me to the rhythm of this forsaken kingdom, making me somehow understand. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering about. I feel their ever unfulfilled needs and desires. The fungus conveys this to me quite clearly. Yes, and in a way, I accept the workings of this wretched place. I feel as though I am a part of it. It gives me some sense of belonging. And perhaps there is another future for this realm. Perhaps if we are all connected here, forming one single organism, it might lighten our burden. Who knows? Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was once like that. I thought it would be enough to... I don't know what I thought. I've been here for so long. Then I came here, and the sight I saw. Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This, how twisted and corrupted must one's soul be to desire? I was... Scroll. Indeed, I recall seeing druidic sages arriving at the court. Long ago. I also witnessed powerful acts of magic. Surely the court custodian might know more. But you must forgive me. I cannot provide you with a more specific answer. Apparently, this is what the world looks like without gods. Everything that was meant to be born here is still and here. May goodness...
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Sagramor's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late. Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying. Oh, it's no big deal. We live here in perpetual suspension. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesties, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stigender, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle. Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed. Yeah, no, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, but I happened to be in the chamber when King Sagramor appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin. Oh well, it's the lot of loyalty, of course. Sir Stigender swore to our Queen that he would remain faithfully by her side. That was a very unfortunate... Now our brave and loyal Sir Stigender is atoning for sins that aren't, but breaking his vows would be a sin in it. It's a no-win situation. Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's... Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line. Oh, that would be Miss Clare and the midwife. Should I elaborate about the royal family in any particular order? She's the youngest of the sisters. She used to be so sweet and innocent. Just know that Miss Clare isn't a bad person. She became envious of the Queen's... I don't know much more. She's a wonderful woman. Completely... She loves... Oh, you'll be fine. I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you. Yes, exactly. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to all the chambers in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one, if I died for... That's... Hello. Have a splash.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind. My little flowers, they're all gone. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets. Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? I need them close. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister. Let me think. Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy. Little Noah, covered in blood. And Hugo.
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the Queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not. She has... the lash is the kind... Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. And then he was gone. He just... Oh, surely you don't mean to... Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. They might feel disgusted. But I wish you... Remember, everything you do is...
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel? Don't take it personally. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, any form of service, flawed and feeble, they lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in. The firstborn of the king and queen, a proper little princeling, almost grown, though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in, which is why I'm full of whims, why I think only of trivialities, why I'm just a gilded youth unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again. Of all my mother's obsessions, control is her greatest. That's why I take so much pleasure in defying her. It seems a crown on a man's head weighs him down, and they say I take after him. Look closely, and you'll see all you need to know. Oh. Above. What? Here, emptiness turns into more emptiness. I'll tell you something. This place. Spare yourself the trouble. You're the Queen's little lapdog.
You found the young master. Here, take this.
Boss. No, not Boss. Boss in the letters. The letters to Boss, to beloved. These, all of them, I write. Letters to beloved Bors, I write only letters to Bors, to beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister. There is no love in her. Bors. Bors, I write.
Did you kill me? Mum, she used to call me Little Fish sometimes. When she was in once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me fully underwater and held me there until I learned. After that, the water was always cold. Mama is the most important one. She controls Father. Then I was here.
here. All of them. My sweet little petals. I'm so sorry. I should have tried so hard to bring you into this world. But maybe now we can set you free. You will help us, won't you, stranger? Fate has made a mockery of us all. Our deepest desires have been laid bare, twisted into instruments of our torment. Take these poor little creatures. They have no place in this world, yet they are forced into it and out of it, again and again. But our sister wished for them, and here, her word is the only law. My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror, all because of her fear and obsession. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Fate is inevitable, and the one she claimed was never hers to begin with. Yet we are the ones who suffer the most.
Named Claire. She had two sisters. and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled. From the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the two surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower, forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window. She spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Claire's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she moved, a terrible pain gripped her chest and the mirror shattered. Claire, knowing the curse had claimed her, fled the tower. She reached the road just as the procession passed, grasped the knight's cape, and collapsed. Sir Bors turned a sudden tug, leapt from his horse, and caught her. Her breath grew faint. In the days of King Sagramore, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping he might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her. Writing something important. Do you know what it was? Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him. Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sagramore. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry. My sister. I have two sisters. She's the caregiver. She wanted Sagramore. She has no desire for love. She does. She holds the pack. It's at the very top. Here, you've read these notes. Strange. Enough. She sees all.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience? Nobody knows. The king and queen haven't granted. Only Stygander and I are aware of the passage of time, but we're not allowed in the throne room, so we have no idea what's... If I were you, I'd be sure to mind your manner. Ah, I see you're trying to coax a little gossip out of me. I appreciate... Not many people know that the three sisters are back. Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. They didn't care, though. One day, our king... The other sisters helped the queen... I know my place. And... Hello again. Are you ready? As you wish. It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you might have an occasion to see the royal chapel. Please, don't forget.
Change. You have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation to speak. But first, you must let me show you something beautiful. The mycelium. Do you agree? I am not the one. You will learn everything during the conversation. Splendid. Your arrival brings me joy. It means this place might have a better future. A true natural order, balanced regardless of the decision you make. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place. For the first time but I want you to understand what you will bring about. The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with its disappearance, all the inhabitants of this place will die, against their will. There is, however, an alternative. You will go to my home, the place that is my core, and you will take a part of me. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagramor. I will take control of this place, through the bodies of the royal couple. This is the only way it can be done. The king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential. My growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass. I cannot force this decision upon you. I am not, but after you complete your task, this place will die. So then, what is your choice? There will be no other opportunity for this conversation. I don't want... Ah, the faithful penitent. We were fortunate to cross paths. He found peace and was able to partially come to terms with his fate by attuning himself. As for me, I gained this vessel through which... Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Thank you. On behalf...
folly. Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone, is she? Gone from one eternity straight into another. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper one. Marked by the sun setting on us forever. Once, I dreaded it. The relentless passage of time. And now, all that's left is tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools. The way to dusty death. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart, and now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Long live the king. Now it all ends. What we leave behind is there will be no legends told of this place, full of sound signifying, and this, the reason for your visit to this. You may leave now. Your audience is...
We must... The king's body. Our body. The king's...
Whose body? Our body.